Come with me, if you will, to a land veiled in mist and time, a place where ancient traditions breathe alongside the quiet rhythms of nature. This is Myanmar, a country once known as Burma. It is a land that has remained hidden from the world for so long. Here, stories are not just told, they are lived. They are etched into the mountainsides and whispered by the wind through ancient temple spires. It is a journey into the unknown, a step back into a world where magic still feels real. We must tread softly here, for we are guests in a realm of astonishing beauty and profound mystery, a place that asks for our patience and rewards it with wonder. This journey is not about finding answers. It is about embracing questions. Why do the rivers flow with such gentle power? What secrets do the silent forests keep? The air itself seems thick with untold tales. Every path leads to a discovery, a new sight, a new sound. It is a place that awakens the senses. The scent of frangipani blossoms mixes with the earthy smell of morning rain. The distant chime of a temple bell echoes across a silent valley. It is here, in the quiet moments, that Myanmar begins to reveal its true self. It is an invitation to listen, to watch, and to feel the heartbeat of a land that has long been a secret. Our exploration begins not on a map, but in the spirit of discovery. We seek the corners of this nation that have remained untouched by the rush of the modern world. Here, life moves at a different pace, guided by the sun and the seasons. The people hold their heritage close, a precious inheritance passed down through countless generations. Their faces tell stories of resilience and grace. Their hands craft wonders from simple wood and thread. To understand Myanmar, one must understand its people. They are the keepers of its soul, the guardians of its most sacred traditions and its most puzzling secrets. We will walk through landscapes that seem to defy imagination. We will meet communities whose ways of life have changed little over centuries. We will witness customs that challenge our understanding of the world. This is not a simple tour, it is an immersion. It is a chance to see the world through different eyes, to feel the profound connection between humanity and the natural world. So let us begin. Let us step quietly into this land of golden pagodas and emerald hills. Let us uncover the beauty, the mystery, and the untold traditions of Myanmar, a jewel of Southeast Asia, waiting patiently to be seen. The journey takes us north into the embrace of the Shan Hills. The mountains rise like sleeping giants, their slopes covered in a dense blanket of green. The air grows cooler here, cleaner. Each breath feels like a gift from the forest. Mist clings to the valleys below, a slow-moving river of white that hides and then reveals the world. We are walking through a living cathedral of ancient trees. Their branches reach for the sky, creating a canopy that filters the sunlight into dancing patterns on the forest floor. The only sounds are the rustle of leaves and the distant call of a gibbon, its voice echoing through the vast emptiness. We follow the path of the great Irrawaddy River. It is the lifeblood of this country, a serpent of brown water that winds its way through the heart of the land. Its banks are a tapestry of life. Small villages with houses built on stilts stand as silent witnesses to the river's moods. Fishermen cast their nets in the early morning light, their movements slow and practiced, a dance passed down from father to son. On the water we might glimpse the rare Irrawaddy dolphin. It is a shy creature, its rounded head breaking the surface for just a moment before disappearing back into the depths. This river is a world of its own, full of quiet dramas and hidden lives. Deep within the forests, nature reveals its most delicate secrets. Orchids of impossible colour hang from the branches of trees, their petals like jewels in the dim light. Butterflies with wings of iridescent blue and emerald green flutter through the clearings. This is a world teeming with life, much of it still unknown to science. We must move with care, for every step is on sacred ground. The forest is home to countless creatures, from the elusive clouded leopard that stalks the shadows to the tiny sunbird that sips nectar from a flower. It is a delicate balance, a complex web of life that has existed here for millennia. As dusk begins to fall, the landscape transforms. The setting sun paints the sky in shades of orange, pink and purple. The mountains become dark silhouettes against the fiery horizon. The sounds of the day give way to the chorus of the night. The chirping of crickets and the croaking of frogs create a symphony that fills the air. It is a time for reflection, a moment to feel the sheer scale and power of the natural world. Here, surrounded by the whispers of the wild, one cannot help but feel a sense of awe. This is nature in its purest form, a powerful reminder of the beauty that exists beyond our human world. The true heart of Myanmar is not found in its landscapes alone, but in its people. Their welcome is as warm as the tropical sun. A smile is the universal language here, offered freely and with genuine kindness. In a small village nestled by the river, we are invited to share a cup of tea. The elder of the village, his face a map of wrinkles, tells us stories of his youth. He speaks of a time when tigers roamed the nearby hills. His words are quiet, but his eyes are full of light. Hospitality is not an obligation here. It is a way of life, an expression of a deep and abiding respect for others. We notice the women first. Their grace is captivating. They move with a quiet elegance, their longi, a traditional wraparound skirt of vibrant silk or cotton, swaying gently as they walk. Each pattern and colour tells the story of the region they come from. On their faces they wear a golden paste called thanaka. It is made from the bark of a tree, ground into a fine powder and mixed with water. They apply it in beautiful, delicate patterns on their cheeks and noses. It is not just for beauty. It is a natural sunblock and has a cooling effect on the skin. It is a symbol of their culture, a tradition that connects them to generations of women before them. We watch as they go about their daily lives, a rhythm of work and community that is both simple and profound. In the morning, women gather at the local market, their baskets filled with fresh vegetables, spices and fish. The air is filled with the sounds of bargaining and laughter. They are the backbone of their families and communities. Later, we see them weaving on wooden looms, their hands moving with incredible speed and precision. They transform simple threads into intricate textiles, each one a work of art. Their strength is quiet but immense, a gentle power that holds the society together. As we share a meal with the family, we learn more about their customs. The food is a delicious mix of flavors, sour, spicy and savory. They explain the importance of family, of respecting one's elders, of living in harmony with nature and with one's neighbors. They speak of their deep Buddhist faith, which guides their actions and their outlook on life. It is a faith that teaches compassion, patience, and the pursuit of inner peace. In their company, we feel a sense of calm and belonging. We are not just visitors, we are welcomed as friends, and we leave with a deep respect for their gentle spirit. Our journey leads us to a remote corner of the country, near the border with Thailand. Here, among the rolling hills, live the Kayan people. They are known to the outside world for a most unusual tradition. We approach their village with a sense of quiet curiosity. The houses are simple, made of bamboo and wood, and then we see them. The women with their necks elongated by coils of polished brass. It is a sight that is both startling and beautiful. The rings shine like gold in the sunlight, a stark contrast to the green of the surrounding landscape. They carry themselves with an extraordinary poise and dignity. We sit with a woman named Mu Pa. The brass rings on her neck weigh several kilograms. She tells us that she received her first coil when she was just a young girl. Over the years, more rings were added, gradually pushing down her collarbone and compressing her rib cage. This creates the illusion of a very long neck. The origin of this custom is shrouded in mystery. Some legends say the rings were to protect women from tiger bites. Others believe it was to make them less attractive to men from rival tribes. Today, it is simply a symbol of cultural identity, a sign of beauty and status within their community. Mupar explains that the rings are a part of her. She cannot imagine herself without them. Removing them would be a difficult and painful process. She shows us how she cleans the coils, using straw and water to polish the brass. It is a daily ritual, a moment of care for this defining feature of her identity. We ask if it is heavy, if it is uncomfortable. She smiles a gentle smile and says that she's used to it. It is her heritage, a tradition she wears with pride. Her voice is soft and her eyes are full of a quiet strength. She is not a curiosity. She is a guardian of an ancient custom. As we spend time in the village, we see that life here is much like any other rural community. Children play in the dirt, men work in the fields, and women weave colourful scarves to sell at the market. The neck rings are just one part of their rich cultural tapestry. We must be careful not to define them by this single, extraordinary tradition. They are a people with a history, with beliefs and with hopes for the future. We leave the village with a profound sense of respect. We have been given a glimpse into a world governed by different ideals of beauty. A world where tradition is worn as a badge of honor. The cultural landscape of Myanmar is punctuated by festivals, moments when the entire community comes together in a vibrant display of faith and joy. We arrive in the town of Taungay just in time for the Tazong Daing Festival, also known as the Festival of Lights. But this is no ordinary celebration. As night falls, the sky does not fill with simple fireworks. Instead, huge hot air balloons, handcrafted from paper, are prepared for launch. These are not just balloons, they are offerings, prayers sent to the heavens. The air is electric with anticipation. Thousands of people have gathered, their faces turned upward in collective wonder. The balloons are massive, some as tall as a 3-story building. They are decorated with intricate designs, images of mythical creatures and scenes from Buddhist scripture. A team of men works together to fill one with hot air from a large torch. It is a dangerous process. The paper is flammable, and a single mistake could be disastrous. The balloon swells, straining against the ropes that hold it to the ground. Then, with a great cheer from the crowd, it is released. It rises slowly at first, a silent, glowing giant ascending into the darkness. It is a moment of pure magic, a shared breath of awe that unites everyone present. But the spectacle is not over. Some balloons, known as Sein Napan, carry a framework of hundreds of candles, creating a beautiful, flickering chandelier in the sky. Others, called Nya Mei Gi, carry something far more explosive. Attached to their base is a huge payload of homemade fireworks. As the balloon reaches a certain altitude, the fireworks ignite, showering the night with a chaotic and dazzling display of light and sound. It is a thrilling, almost terrifying experience. The explosions echo across the valley, a thunderous tribute to the spirits of the sky. It feels less like a celebration and more like a primal force of nature has been unleashed. Another strange and wonderful event is the Phong Dao U Pagoda Festival on Inlay Lake. The main event involves a procession of 4 revered Buddha images which are placed on a magnificent gilded barge designed to look like a mythical bird. The barge is not powered by a motor. Instead, it is rowed by dozens of leg rowers. These are the famous Intha fishermen, who have developed a unique technique of standing on one leg and wrapping their other leg around the oar to paddle. It is an incredible display of balance and strength. The barge glides across the water, a golden spectacle moving through a sea of smaller boats, a testament to a faith that inspires such extraordinary devotion. As our journey through Myanmar comes to an end, we are left with more questions than answers. This is the true magic of this place. It does not offer simple explanations. It leaves you with a sense of wonder, a feeling that you have only scratched the surface of a deep and ancient mystery. The image of 1,000 pagodas rising from the morning mist in Bagan is a sight that will never leave you. It is a landscape that feels pulled from a dream, a silent testament to a faith that moved mountains and built wonders. The silence of that plain is as powerful as any sound. The faces of the people remain etched in my memory. The gentle smile of the woman with Thanaka on her cheeks. The dignified gaze of the Kayan woman with her brass rings. The quiet wisdom in the eyes of the village elder. They shared their homes, their food, and their stories with a generosity that was humbling. They showed us that a life of simplicity can be a life of great richness. Their connection to their traditions and to each other is a powerful lesson in a world that is so often disconnected. They are the keepers of a flame that has burned for centuries, a quiet resilience that has endured through times of trouble. What about the mysteries that remain unsolved? The true origin of the Kayan neck rings, the purpose of the explosive hot air balloons, the whispers of spirits that are said to inhabit the ancient forests. Myanmar holds its secrets close. It is a land that reminds us that not everything in this world can be catalogued and explained. Some things are meant to be felt, to be experienced. The country is changing, opening up to the outside world. One can only hope that as it modernizes, it does not lose the very things that make it so unique, so precious. The balance is delicate. To travel through Myanmar is to be changed. It is to walk through a living storybook, where every river, mountain and temple has a tale to tell. The land itself seems to possess a soul, a gentle and mysterious energy that stays with you long after you have left. It is a place of profound beauty, of deep-rooted tradition, and of enduring mystery. The lingering magic of Myanmar is not something you can capture in a photograph or a film. It is a feeling, an echo in the heart, a quiet invitation to return and continue exploring its endless, enchanting secrets. The journey is never truly over.